This video is sponsored by Thrive Market. Yeah, this deck might be the easiest way to get cubes in all of Marvel Snap. I got this idea from a YouTube channel called Minimum Effort. I think they shared a similar deck on Reddit with the idea here of just playing Hope into Shuri, into a big old 6-drop like Destroyer or Giganto, and then playing a Taskmaster. So a little bit Shuri Red Skull of old, a little bit of a ramp deck, but instead of like trying to do anything fancy or going wide with like, you know, Dr. Dooms or Odins or anything like that, it's literally just play the biggest, dumbest guys possible and hope they get there. And I thought, like, there's no way this actually works, right? Like, there's too much Shang-Chi. It's just never going to get there. But I went on a 9-4 run with this deck. That's a 69% win rate. Yeah, sure, there are Shang-Chi sometimes, but, you know, armor can help. Vision can also kind of help dodge those. Or sometimes you just don't have Shang-Chi and you just play a 32 power Giganto and a 32 power Taskmaster and they win you the game. And it's basically a 4-card deck. And on top of that, it's a pretty affordable deck too. There really aren't too many big Series 5 cards in here. And in particular, like Red Hulk, you can just literally play a Hulk here and it wouldn't hurt you too much in regards to this deck's functionality. I think you do need one of these 2 Series 5 ramp cards, or at least something that gets you some energy to fill in gaps, because sometimes you like don't have a Shuri and you need something to do on turn 4, like play a Vision or a Red Skull to bridge you up to these 6-cost cards. So having some ramp there is nice. Electro probably wouldn't do enough on just his own. So if you don't have one of these by now, is some other alternative that gets you in a similar space, or maybe like another 4-drop or something to fill in those gaps. So, you know, ultimately, I think this deck is affordable. It's approachable from a gameplay standpoint, and I think it'll like help you get back to your roots a little bit in Marvel Snap. Just enjoying the game for the game's sake, which I think a lot of us need right now. It has been a frustrating era in Marvel Snap as late, I think, for a lot of players, and this deck could indeed be the remedy for that. But before we get into all the action here with the Big Easy deck, I did want to share a word from our sponsor, which you might also find rather affordable and approachable. Yeah, some of you may have noticed I've lost some weight over the last year, and I've done it by eating way healthier and way less. And today's sponsor might be the perfect way to jumpstart that journey. Thrive Market is a great spot to get healthy and affordable groceries online. For us, that usually means finding all kinds of awesome snacks that aren't absolutely terrible for you, which is especially important for our toddler, who now demands a constant supply of snacks like the little tyrant that she is. And boy, it sure saves time too, because taking her to the grocery store while she names every single item in the aisles takes absolutely forever. So not only can Thrive Market save you time, they also have products from all kinds of high quality brands guaranteed at the lowest price. And they support a variety of different diets, you know, stuff like vegan and allergen free, of course, but with options for organic or low sugar or high protein. It's nice to have full control over exactly what you want while picking out your items. And you can feel good about where you're shopping too. They seek out brands that follow ethical practices, and for every paid annual membership they get, Thrive Market also gives one to someone in need, like teachers or veterans, improving access to natural and high quality food options. So if you want to eat better, you want to save some money, and you want to support the channel and my little toddler tyrant, you can click the link in the description box or go to thrivemarket.com/RegisKilbin to receive 30% off your first order and a free gift when you join Thrive Market today. Ooh, armor left is insane, dude. Armor left is really insane. Actually, Vision's insane. Like, dude, just all the Shuris, right? Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do it, aren't we? Yeah, I think we can also just do Electro left. Well, yeah, I'm thinking like Luna's also pretty great. Luna helps the opponent more is the thing, right? Do we ever play 2 cards though is the question. I mean, not really, right? Not hardly ever. Hell, oh my god, dude, Shuri as well. Are they going to play to feast this turn, though? Because if not, I do kind of gap a turn here. Maybe we're safer off just going for Shuri, Giganto, Taskmaster type stuff. Vision, in a weird way, is kind of safer because I might need to move power away from Shuri's lab. Like Electro, Shuri, Vision, Giganto, you know? Like Vision's still at ridiculous 32. Giganto's at 32. Does that feel safe to win Shuri's lab? I don't know that it does, to be honest. I don't know. If they go for Feast here, I'm a little sad maybe that I didn't just play Shuri this turn. But I think the Electro also kind of doesn't really hurt us. I think it's mostly meaningless. Again, the odds of us wanting to play 2 cards are so slim. The Strange Supreme is getting enormous, but maybe we just win the other 2 spots and don't care, right? So this line basically points you to Vision exactly because you want to be able to get Shuri's lab, like, you know, again, obviously. So that leads you into Giganto pretty firmly. Shang-Chi is a pickle, though. Never mind. Shang-Chi's fine. We love Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi would be a great thing to see. Please, Shang-Chi, all day, dude. Yes. Now Vision feels super safe, right? And you hope Giganto holds left, right? Yeah. Does Taskmaster work favorably with Shuri's lab? I actually, yeah, it should, right? Don't on reveals go off before Shuri's lab because it's after. Yeah, it's like a little different than Shuri. Shuri has like a slightly different order, I think, but yeah, actually Taskmaster would be insane, honestly. Taskmaster, please. Oh, just I mean that's still, yeah, but, I mean it's technically possible for them to win left, I guess. Like with, did that Wiccan hit though? Yeah, Wiccan hit, right? Yeah, 1 2 3. Well, I don't know, Feast made things weird. I didn't look for the animation, but you know, like I don't know, like technically Thanos and some weird stuff I guess is possible. I don't know. Oh, they just played Thanos, right? Oh no, dude, no, we're too big. It's too easy. Too big and too easy. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, dude. Too big, too easy. We didn't even really use our like our ramp. Funnily enough, Electro here was just like 8 power, I guess. Beautiful, dude. Love the Cosmo. Made me feel extremely safe. Like without the Cosmo, we would have been a bit worried. I think we would have been like a tad nervous, right? Zabu. Okay, we got Luna stuff, Shuri stuff. Ooh, we got armor stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with putting this here. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. They might think they're gonna boom us, and then they don't. I think I prefer Hope always over Luna. Just easier to not give them energy. We don't have to. Oh, bro, what are they gonna get? Some weird stuff. Destroyer, Blop. Oh my god! Actually, a great card, sort of, but at the same time, not really, right? Because we're creating a weird gap. You know, like. I could skip turn 4 and just play that on 5, but I think Shuri just always works better, right? Like Shuri Giganto is just better. Shuri Giganto Taskmaster specifically. I do want to lose priority here so that I'm totally safe against Shang-Chi on 6. But I couldn't put Luna left and Shuri with armor, so Luna had to go mid if we're going to do that. I mean, maybe you just decide to go Electro in that case. Instead of giving the opponent energy. I think Electro is always better than Luna, actually. Yeah, I think that's a mistake. Like, why give them... I don't care about playing 2 cards per turn anyway. Like, we know we're playing 1 card always, so... Why give them energy, you know? Just makes their life easier. I mean, good news is we know that we're not going to get by Infinite in their War Machine deck. That's a very nice thing to know. Incredibly valuable to know that their power here is probably peaked a little bit. So, also... need them to play mid though here to lose priority fully. I don't know that they'd have Shang-Chi in this deck, but it's not impossible, of course. I really hope they play mid because obviously we're going to win left. Play mid. Play that Dr. Doom already. Come on. Play that Dr. Doom. Yes! Oh. Okay. Not what I thought we were going to see, but cool. Very cool. Do we actually... we still lose priority though because they destroyed... or we gain priority because they destroyed right. Dude, that's annoying. I mean, surely they don't have Shang-Chi, right? And if they do, they don't do it mid, do they? Surely they don't do it mid, right? I think we trust 32 here, by the way. there's something weird about trying to flip this destroyer, but that's the least likely place they are to play, and it's particularly the least likely place to play Shang-Chi, I think. Well, that's not true necessarily. If you're smart, you might play the Shang-Chi mid, but we'll see, man. I don't know, dude. Do they have a 10 power card that could okay, we called it right. Yeah, it's like it just depends on the opponent, really, in some cases, right? So, oh my god, they did have a 10 power card. I think we would have owned a tiebreaker there, but oh, also we're up by 16. What do I mean 10 power? Oh, I did 32, not 38. I forgot to account for Luna. Yeah, so they needed a 16 power card, which definitely wasn't going to happen. Oh, we were totally fine the whole time. Yeah, good win, actually. That is very simple, dude. I love these very simple games, and I think we should have played Electro, for the record. I think we gave them a destroyer for no reason. Oh, hey, the worst timed +1 energy. Completely useless to us. Okay. Hope Shuri, though, is not useless. I guess we'll just go lane 1 there for Giganto. That's just ridiculous. He's honestly kind of your best bet. I mean, I guess Red Hulk can scale bigger. Destroyer is equally the same if you don't have any other cards out. So, but Giganto is as good as anything here. No armor right now, so a little bit susceptible, but that's okay. We got to take some risk in this deck for sure. Like, there are going to be games where Shang-Chi just beats it, and that's okay. That's fine. There's going to be games where it doesn't, and that's really good. You know, I will say, like, one difference between this kind of package and, like, Sauron deck or whatever is that you don't tend to go quite as wide across 3 locations. You're kind of all in on 2, but I will note too that like Hope into Shuri is at least 7 power, so Shang-Chi doesn't just win for free. Like, it has to be Shang-Chi plus something, which isn't really a big difference maker probably, but it doesn't make, you know, it's not trivial to just play a Shang-Chi and win. They got to support it a little bit. Most decks are good enough to do that with just a couple, you know, stones or whatever, you know, but still it takes some work. It takes some work. Silver Sable doesn't necessarily indicate Shang-Chi just yet. I'm thinking more like, you know, bouncy stuff or affliction-y stuff, which we'd probably be much better against something like an affliction deck. The power shrinkage there, this looks like bounce. The shrinkage wouldn't impact our big guys as much. Wouldn't suffer too much. We'd be fine. Yeah, dude, this is so easy, by the way. It's just so simple, dude. This is like this video. I almost have nothing to talk about. I'm just gonna be like, yep, play the Hope, play the Shuri, play the guy, and play the guy. That's all the nuance you have to have, which I personally like that. Sometimes when I play games like Marvel Snap, you know, sometimes I want a really satisfying strategy experience, right? And I want to, like, you know, itch my brain or scratch my brain a little bit or whatever. Sometimes I just want to get the thing done, and like I want to rank up and not have to think about it, and I'm like watching TV, talking to the wife, you know, like whatever. I just don't, dealing with a baby most days these days, I guess. You know, I just don't have stress about it. So it's nice to just be able to shut the brain down sometimes and just do this and just win like this. That's really cool. If you're really, really worried about Shang-Chi, by the way, you could maybe do Vision stuff, but I don't think that's right. Also, they went Ares, Joaquin, right. I am so confused by this thing. I'm not supposed to be getting any bots, but at the same time, like, what was this? What was this game plan? I don't think it's a bot. We're post infinite. There just shouldn't be any bots. Agamotto, it's like not all basic cards. Like, I don't, what is happening? Are they just like doing a farm deck of, like, you know, farming boosters or whatever? I don't even know, dude. We actually might be safe against Shang-Chi here even, dude. They have priority, and if they Shang-Chi left, like we said, Hope and Shuri just hold it down. They'd have to do Shang-Chi +4 power. That's not trivial. Exactly what we said. It's not trivial. I don't know what's up, though, dude. I love that their Ares missed. I'm surprised that you have Ares and a Joaquin. It's just got to be a booster farm deck. Nothing else makes any sense. Because it's all common cards. Oh god, dude, that Fenrir's Vault. It would be spooky if it was Shang-Chi enabling earlier. Every card is a basic border. It's just gotta be. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know how they would have beat this anyway without specifically Shang-Chi. This is just ridiculous. 39 and 32 power with 4 cards played. It's just, there's no other explanation. But like, even if you are farming boosters, it's so unlikely that all of your cards are still commons or basics or whatever. You know, usually you'd have like some greens or blues in the mix or something. I just have no idea. Jocko, if you're out there, tell us what you're about, dude. Oh my god, Triskelion. Okay, I kind of love Living Tribunal a little bit. I also kind of love Sandman a little bit, dude. Shuri Sandman, like, could almost go in this deck. I think that would honestly be pretty good. Pretty good. Before then, I don't have a lot to do. Opponent's also just ripping a bunch of Triskelion cards here, which makes sense. Shuri Sandman Red Hulk's looking pretty spicy. Luna. Do we go Luna Quantum Tunnel? Yeah, it's insane, dude. If it hits like Giganto or Destroyer, even Blob or Red Skull. Blob's great. Chill 27. Dude, that's an insane Blob. He got to 11 and then hit Giganto. That's so insane, dude. Yeah, I guess honestly Shuri Sandman's still looking pretty great, right? I think that's fine. Again, we could play a 6, I guess, if we really wanted to, but does the Sandman hurt them more than, you know, like, do we just need crazy numbers here? Like, should I just go Red Skull or Red Hulk? I mean, if I do go Red Hulk, I honestly don't currently have a great follow-up is the thing. Like, Tribunal, I guess, kind of is. God, I honestly want to be able to dump cards, but we're gonna outpace this guy anyway. Like 19. I guess I do have to be able to beat 19. So Sandman's a little small. Weirdly, like Red Hulk is almost mandatory because I need a bigger guy. I just don't know what I'm playing next turn. I guess it's literally Tribunal, right? They get the pre-buffed one, thank God, because they have priorities. That means we're still gonna be winning mid. Woo! The pre-buffed one. Wow, that's such a crazy distinction. I guess the question is now, like, is Tribunal right? I don't hate Laufey Luna. Laufey's a big swing. Luna's pretty big. If they just go for like Shang-Chi mid, this would win. And it dumps more cards for Ronan. Not that I think that really matters because we have such an enormous lead. Laufey pulls basically 3 from them, is a net swing of 8, 11. He's an 11 power guy. We're adding kind of 17, but we're down 10. It's not perfect. I mean, if you go Tribunal, there is kind of a, what are we at? Basically like 90 more or less. Quite 90, I guess. 82, 25 across. Like it's kind of better, but it also makes me a little nervous. Because if they like Shang-Chi, I think you get cooked on that, right? I think this is probably a bit safer, but it's all scary. I think this is better against Shang-Chi specifically, though. Yeah, okay. Do we win left, though? Because, like, oh, no. Mockingbird's so insane, dude. Oh, my God. And the Nova hit. Oh, Mockingbird's so insane to have for this Triskelion game, dude. What is this even for, by the way? They almost played no real cards. All of this stuff was just Triskelion hits, man. Like, why do you have this Mockingbird? It's only good because this is all Triskelion generated. The only real cards are Shang-Chi, Mockingbird, and Leader. That sucks, man. I mean, I'm glad we spotted the risky nature of the Tribunal and stuff. I think Sandman, by the way, problem is Sandman would have never allowed us to contest mid because we would have been at 16. They would have matched it with Leader, as we found out, right? Which would have made their hand even more awkward, potentially. But I think it would have made us almost impossible to win here. Because the only good play we would have had was like Tribunal, Destroyer, or Red Skull. None of which would have worked well. So that's a tough loss, dude. That's a tough one. Close game. Just didn't have it. They hit the nuts somehow, surprisingly. Okay, Armor Deathlock. What a fun little combo. Electro Deathlock is also kind of funny, but I don't think we need it, right? Really just Armor into Hope is, well, without exactly Shuri, Hope's a lot shakier. Oh my God, we got a high roller, guys. They bought Kid Omega, dude. Maybe it's just Electro, right? I think that's fine. Honestly, Red Skull or Vision is a bit of a debate, I guess. I honestly kind of like Vision right, maybe, instead of Red Skull. I think if the opponent is a Nimrod deck, Red Skull is actually going to buff them quite a bit. They should actually have quite a few bodies. Oh, Kid Omega for the Electro. Wow, that's kind of a fun little sequence. I didn't really think about Kid Omega in a ramp deck. I feel like that's one of those that, like, when it hits pretty hard, but then, like, there's a lot of times that's just going to whiff if you don't hit Kid Omega. Well, I mean, I guess that's my Electro, so this is maybe just them using it for fun. I don't know. I'm saying if I were to build that deck. I don't think that'd be a very reliable game plan, but who knows? This is my second like Shuri deck in a short window, which is pretty rare, dude. Don't play much Shuri at all. Vibranium, Agony, dude. They're just gonna have a million Vibranium. Oh my god. So I guess maybe they're a Deadpool deck with Kid Omega. That's certainly a use case as well. I have to say on the Kid Omega note, by the way, I guess I'm probably recording this video a little earlier than you're actually seeing it, but I looked at the Kid Omega data from like the first day at least, and like it had the least data I've ever seen on Untapped. Like basically no one playing it is what I mean to say. Like literally nobody playing Kid Omega, which is great. It means that this greedy gambit to make the card obscenely expensive in a limited time game mode and like encourage FOMO didn't work. Probably it seems like people are like, nah dude, that's beyond the pale as far as $100. You know, most people Spanko clearly here has it, but you know, just not a lot of games recorded, way less than like a normal Series 5 release or whatever. So hopefully this plan from Second Dinner backfires, and you know they see the error in this path and, you know, lower the price next time. I mean, honestly, like it's so insane to say that like $100 for a card when like $50 for a digital card is still insane. Like literally half as much is still just insane, dude. Entire video games, you can get awesome entire indie video games for like $15, and one card costs $100. It's so insane, dude. It's so insane. Okay, Dream Dimension's weird, but we do have 5 drops, so you know, if we hit our ramp like Hope or Luna or whatever, we could still do like Shuri Red Skull and be fine. But we need a 3-drop ramp to make that happen. Otherwise, you're looking to play a 4 on 5, which we just won't have, of course. Shuri's gonna go mid. Might as well put the armor there, I guess, too. Also, it's nice because the opponent sometimes gets a lot of inadvertent power here, and then you just like spike it up. It is worse for Red Skull, though, admittedly. Like if there's 4 cards there, Red Skull buffs more, but still pretty big. Ramp, 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 ramp. Hope, hope, hope. Oh, no! Opponent discards a swarm, bro. Oh, we got the ramp too. Oh my god, dude. No, dude. They're gonna get a swarm back with +5 power. Nah, probably not actually, though. They don't want to fill this. Imagine how insane that would be, though, if they did, dude. Oh, they'd be so pumped. They'd be so pumped. So next turn I can only play another 5-drop, right? Like that's all I can do. I need like vision, or I'm just gonna pass. Vision, vision. We're like decent against Bullseye, I guess, for the record, but it's good news. Maybe the opponent can't Modok, although sometimes they just want to Modok anyway on 6 or whatever. I mean, this dude's always going mid, so I don't know why I'm trying to pretend he's not. Blob could hit actually like 12 and 4 and 16, right? If we drew Giganto or Destroyer, like Blob could actually hit 12, like he could go 26, right? But we're not gonna win. It's like cooked. Gambit's hilariously pretty bad, but mid's just not gonna hold up, right? Dakin, we know, is already gaining 4. They only need 7 more power there. Anything they play is of course buffed by Red Skull, so it's actually even more. Yeah, this is usually actually only 16. It's usually actually smaller than Red Hulk, because 16, 15, and 4 is the numbers. Modok always beats us, right? Bullseye debuffs the whole board, so we know that's -8 mid. I mean, I guess there are like tiebreaker outs here, but I don't see how that's gonna happen favorably. Bullseye just debuffs everything. The ice cube's actually a liability here against Bullseye because I think there's going to be at least 6 targets, right? I mean, they floated one. I think Red Hulk's getting bigger. It's not going to be not that close. Like, it's actually kind of close, right? Wait a minute. Since they didn't play right, it's kind of close. We're going negative. We're up by 5 and 7 right now is 12, but we're only going negative 12, and then Red Hulk's going to grow. Yeah, I think we're going to win. Yeah. Wow. That feels like a steal. That doesn't feel right. Not much went well this game, you know. We still got there. Like, what the heck, dude? Red Hulk, thank you, buddy. Okay, Hope is great. I mean, Hope's only good if you hit Shuri, I guess, technically. Like, Luna better, of course, if you don't hit Shuri. Luna mid's sometimes advantageous for us because the opponent might want to destroy their cubes and we might not. Like, we don't usually fill up too much. Do we play Hope and hope to find the Shuri, or do we play Luna and assume there is no Shuri? I guess particularly with Vision, I like Luna better. Also, when they're full here already, they're gonna maybe lose out on the Luna, which is pretty cool. They just destroyed a Taskmaster, it looked like. This is Airsham stuff, I guess? Yeah, Airsham stuff, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Vision boosted up, I suppose. Do we also play Blob next turn? Yeah, maybe Blob mid. Sort of like that, yeah, he's big. Oh, we could just do Destroyer, actually, since everybody's still chilling. Yeah. Giganto plus Vision to hold down left, maybe, right? That's 26, and then you think Destroyer Luna still holds mid, because you just, like, you know, they have no power here. And no space here. That's pretty cool. Bolts. Oh my god. Bolts Taskmaster, by the way, is an insane turn. Good lord. How do you do all that? I mean, like, look, obviously we lose to Shang-Chi, right? Like, that's just obvious. Well, I say that, but, like, technically we don't have to. Oh no, opponent has priority. We do have to. Just kidding. This is always exactly 13, just worse than Giganto. Yeah, in a weird way, I do kind of wish Vision was smaller, but it wouldn't really matter, right? It wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, I mean, Shang-Chi beats us. It's that simple. Like, they always have it, right? Oh, that's also gonna beat us. That is a ridiculous amount of power, dude. I thought for sure we wouldn't lose on numbers, but we did, dude. We did lose on numbers. 26 to 28. Like, actually good on them, dude. What a stack. What a stack, dude. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff from the opponent here. Crazy energy cheat with Airsham Thanos. Always, man. Always. Oh my god, the hand, dude. Let's just go Raft, right? Call it a day, dude. Oh, Mindscape makes life a little worse, but it makes life a lot worse, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I could top deck a Taskmaster, I guess. Top deck a Blob. Like, there's a few things that would definitely pull us back in. Oh, Blob's there, so that's not it. I will say Death's Domain might help because there is a chance the opponent has a hard time getting any power there, and then we just play for tiebreakers, right? But Fenris Wolf makes me nervous because this looks like Shang-Chi is on the way, and I don't have a way to stop a Shang-Chi right now. If we got a Vision, you could arguably do like Vision and go right with Vision. Maybe they'll just turn this off. Like, please, God, turn it off. I might need armor, though, too. I'm trying to stop Shang-Chi. I just don't even know, man. Brood, they're getting the Raft. That doesn't help. Does kind of help though, because now Shang-Chi left can't do anything. Like, they're locked in left, which also makes us think this is Surfer, which doesn't always have Shang-Chi, and also might lose their Surfer. Oh, Taskmaster, you're one draw off, dude. No, can we win tiebreakers though, man? Like, just the thing is, like, they're just gonna dump a Hulk mid, which is pretty good for tiebreakers, to be honest. And they have, oh, but I don't know. Okay, the 0 costs 6. I mean, surely you could play that now, right? But maybe they didn't want to for some reason. Maybe they knew left was losing. They're worried about tiebreakers. I don't know, dude. Okay, them locking us up for Raft really helped out. Okay, armor Luna is absolutely fine. Ooh, armor on a destroy deck. Okay, yeah, no, nice, dude. Let's do it, man. Yeah. Shuri as well. Okay. Shuri Hope is probably a little better than Luna, so it's not symmetrical. Like this X23 is limited here. I mean, this is an early armor, so they will still have a chance to like pivot potentially, but you know, for now I think it's okay. Oh, Hope. Do we like Hope better? Yeah. Let's not give them any symmetry here. I don't think we need to give them symmetry. We don't have to. Grand Central's generally pretty great for us, but this hand is not the best hand for it, to be honest. Like, kind of an iffy hand. Okay, dude, we just really need any 6-drop, which I guess literally every draw on the deck is insane, except Giganto. I did put the Hope right. I don't know why I put it right when I should have put it left anyway for that armor. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally just not doing what I should be doing. It should always go left in case of Giganto, I guess, right? I don't know what I was doing, spreading my power, but this is the whole point of the armor, dude. Like, don't be Giganto, don't punish me. I guess also Blob sucks, right? Blob gets doubled before the on reveal, I think. So I guess we have to go Vision, which does make the armor feel a little better, at least. I'll say that. So probably go Vision, move him left, and then Taskmaster right, and hopefully hit like Blob mid, or if Taskmaster hits, whatever. One of these two anyway, mid would be the ideal. Blob is cool, that's fine. He's a big boy. Actually, sometimes a really big boy if you hit Red Hulk and then another guy. He could have been like 26 or whatever. Yeah, I guess, well, with priority, it doesn't really matter here, right? It doesn't really matter where stuff goes. It's kind of whatever. It's fine. Like, Shang-Chi is not that scary. I mean, it's just, you know, easy. Yeah, Shang-Chi is just not that scary, yeah. Yeah, dude, no, this absolutely delivered, dude. This it didn't even really hit the nuts, but the premise of this deck being, you know, easy, big and easy, 100% true. I barely had to think at all. It's great. Just shut your brain down and get some big numbers, dude. That's a good sign.